Chef Anthony at Don's Appliances. We are gonna do a whole spatchcock chicken today. A nice, fun, alternate way to make your chicken. So the spatchcock really takes the back breastbone out here, or the backbone out, and we flatten it down. It really gives an even heat and a better cook for a little bit of chicken. So a lot of people sometimes, have trouble cooking chicken, uneven cooking, maybe it's a little bit red here, or things like that. Spatchcocking is a nice trending way to really cook this whole roasted chicken and get a great caramelization, great color, and an amazing finished product. So let's, without further ado, jump right into that. You could use shears, you could use a sharp chef knife as well, but here's the gist of it. I have the whole roaster right here. Here's the breast side. We want to go right in the back, and see how I pinch that? That's really where we want to cut out this backbone, and we're going to actually flip it back over and split the breastbone, okay? So you could actually just go right in here with some shears, and I like to start it with this, but I always like to finish with a knife, just because sometimes these shears get a little bit dull, and you can just see how I'm snipping it right here. But right here is really where I want to go with my knife, just like that. See how a sharp knife really gets through there? Just like this. Guys, be super careful. And I always see how I cut away from it like this, and I'm just gonna cut this down like that. Look at that, nice and easy, right? Beautiful. And just be mindful, you don't want to take too much of the meat off. We want to keep some of that meat just intact, because that's really what we want to try and eat. So we don't want to end up with too much product out of that. Cut this right off. See how it's all, now this little piece, I'll just slice right down. Halfway home, crew. And this is an amazing part too. So see this, just this little bit of extra skin, depending on that. I like to remove that as well, okay? Just because sometimes it'll grease up in the oven, add a little, add a little flare up. You don't need that. We're gonna keep it nice and simple. So look at that. Here's an alternate. Now I can work with it, and I'll just go like this. Check that out. And peel that right down. That's nice. Cut right in. And I'm gonna flip it around just because it's easier for me to work with. Totally up to you though. Just be mindful of the meat. You sometimes see how I scrape this and I'll get in there? That's perfect. That's exactly what I want to do. All right, bust this last piece off. Removed. Make sure, let's check it all out. Make sure there's no cartilage or anything we left. And we'll give it a flip this way. All right, and I got it on parchment. That's another little trick. I like to keep the parchment just to keep it clean. This might not sound the best, but it's definitely needed. So we're just gonna press down on it. And now it's nice and flat. The only other thing I would do is make sure this skin is tucked for these chicken legs right here. And I will take these wings right here and I will pin them back. I just take the wing flap and push it right here. And that will help it cook evenly, and it won't really crisp these and really burn those wings. So that is all ready to go. I'm just gonna put that, dry this nicely, and then we'll season it, and it'll be ready for the oven. Sounds perfect.